Hey, Peter, it's Cody here. How are you?
Cody, how are you? Over the last week here, Erin has said she wants to reconcile and, not just words, like literally, kind of really, really talking about a plan of action and what it looks like and
Yeah.
making some future plans. And, I just, first of all, I'm pleasantly surprised, when I talked to Ian when I was first joining the program, and he was like, I'm not going to lie. He's like, from talking to you about your situation, he's like, I'm guessing it might be 6 to 9 to 12 months, but
Yeah.
he's like, if you put in the work, I really do believe he's like, this can work for you. And, Cody, it's so hard to detach from the result, but it truly was when, I kind of hit a point where I started, I hate because, a huge problem with me has been my selfishness.
Yeah.
But I kind of hit a point, after about a month and a half, 2 months, where I just started to feel confident and like, hey, yes, I have fucked up, but I'm seeing the improvements in myself. Other people are seeing improvements. I started to feel good about what I was working on, and I still obviously wanted things to work with Erin, but I kind of hit this point where I was like, I really felt confident that no matter what happens, I'm going to be just in this much better place for the rest of my life. And that was kind of really where her attitude started to change a little bit, and she started to get some of her own help to work on some of her stuff. And just like, everything kind of just started coming together, and I still have a long way to go of still just, being consistent and improving myself. But man, it's your program, just when you really stick to the core basics of it. And like you always say, when you have the right attitude, the facts don't matter. And it's because I would have said, all my wife's friends, when they would talk to me, said like, you have no chance. You just need to accept the divorce. That's what's happening. And it is hard not to believe that, you know what I mean? It's hard not to, but when I finally accepted, like, hey, even if it goes that route, I'm going to be in a better place. Man, it's amazing how quickly, good things started to pile on top of good things. And, so I just can't thank you enough. And I know you've said it a few times on calls, and, you've been tough sometimes on some, but it's like when guys don't stick to the program, it's not going to go the way you want it to. But when you truly stick to what the program says, it works. It's crazy.
Thank you, Peter. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And, I'm going to keep attending calls and keep being on, because I still get so much out of them. But it's just when you stick to the core tenements of the call or your program and detaching, and not just detaching, it truly is. I think if, like one thing I think sometimes when I'm on the calls where you wish, it's just some guys I think have a hard time breaking through sometimes, like it's not about it. At the end of the day, yes, you do have an end result you want, but if you're just so focused on that result, you're not taking the time to truly work on yourself, which at the end of the day, sure, are there issues both ways, but we're in this program because we're the problem, and I feel where I'm proud of myself is just, I really did buy into that. And I just really did examine, like, holy shit, not only have I been a problem in this relationship, I've been the problem in every relationship I've been in. And I just can't thank you enough, Cody, for taking me in and believing in me, because it's amazing. Yeah.
Thank you, Peter. So how long has it been? I'm not when he said could be 12 months.
It's only been it's coming up on 4 months. Yeah, it's only been 4 months. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
And I mean, I know you have hundreds of guys, so you don't remember, but I mean, mine was a pretty bad situation. I had an affair.
Yeah.
but the affair ended over 2 years ago, but I continued to lie about what the affair actually was.
Yeah.
And when I finally came clean about what the affair truly was and just wasn't really working on the marriage like I should have been the last couple of years and lying about other stuff, it all just blew up. And
yeah.
And it's amazing, like, the things that you say, like, because, like, you know, just some of the things that Aaron was saying to me, like, there's absolutely no hope. We are never, ever, I will never work on things. We are getting divorced.
Yeah.
And I will never forget, you gave me advice. This was about a month into the program, and you said, hey, just tell her you understand she wants to get divorced. Ask her how you can support her in it. And that's all you do. Don't fight her on it. And, like, when I started doing those things, it was crazy how much it just changed her attitude a little bit, because I just stopped fighting her on everything, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this stuff works, man. You just got to work it.
It's you got to work it, and you just got to believe. Because it's one thing to say, like, oh, I'm doing the program, but it is another thing to truly, okay, I'm truly going to do this program, even though it feels counterintuitive at times that it's going to work. But, you know, I will ask, like, I feel confident I'm not going to fuck it up, but what are some things you've seen where, okay, the person says they want to reconcile, and then all of a sudden it gets messed up again? Is there any things to really be looking out for, or just keep sticking to it?
No, great question. So it's like Winston Churchill said in World War II about the Battle of El Alamein. This is the end of the beginning.
That's a good point.
This is the end of the beginning. You've won North Africa, now you got to take Italy and then Normandy.
Yeah.
So complacency is your enemy, Peter. Complacency is the demon that's going to get you. If you're not careful, you'll think that the game is won. And it's only been 4 months, right? How old are you, brother?
45.
45. So you got sort of, 43 years of serious conditioning that you're up against. You don't like you said, keep going to the cause. It's important that you keep going to the cause, because it's like, as human beings, we forget what works very quickly, and we go back to what doesn't work very quickly.
Especially when that's been my whole life. You're right.
Yeah. So all of those tendencies to, we'll just say behave badly, but behave in a certain way, they're still in there, and it's like it's going to take time for those to really be replaced with these better habits.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, like, here's the payoff for that. Like, if the habits that you had can only fail, the habits that you've developed can only succeed. If you continue and you really ingrain these new habits and new ways of thinking, where they become your personality, and this is how you think by default, success is on autopilot for you now.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, no, that's a really good way to look at it.
Whereas before, failure was on autopilot before.
Yeah. No, it really, and where you're so right is I never looked at it that way until, like, really looking at your points around just self-destructive behaviors, and there was something to, I just, in a sense, I did assume, like, this is going to fail at some point. And I just feel so much better as a person, with not just in my relationship, but just the work I've been doing, and just the unconditional positive regard everywhere. And just trying to phrase things differently, like even to friends, like just phrasing things more positive. And it really is incredible. Like you said, Mo, you say many times, like, it's just going to change your life. And it really, even had Aaron not wanted to reconcile at some point, I just know if I continue on this, my life is just headed in such a much better direction.
Yeah, this is a philosophy for living, that you'll just live a better life. You'll just be happier.
Yeah.
You'll just be more content, more peaceful.
Yeah. And you were spot on, though. Like, as Erin said, she wants to reconcile. She said, my biggest fear is you're going to stop going to those calls, and you're going to just get complacent. You're going to fall back to your old self. And I said, I know, that's my challenge, not to do it.
Yep. Yep.
So.
And that's why, you know, we don't limit the number of calls you can get on, or limit the amount of time you can get on them for. It's like, you know, we're here for you. I mean, we're in it to win it with you, brother. We'll be here in 2 years, 3 years if you need us.
I definitely, I want to keep it going, and I want to be a positive story for some of the guys, you know, because sometimes it's hard to think it's going to turn around, you know.
Well, for sure, you know, especially when your wife's saying it's over, there's no hope, give up, you know, move on.
Yes. And I'll never forget when she found out when I found out she was in the program, and she's like, literally, the words are, "Don't fucking do that for me." Like it's never going to change anything. You do that for yourself. And
Yeah.
So,
well, do you mind if I use this? Do you mind if I use this call to help some people? People would love to hear your story.
I would be very happy to do it. Or if I can do anything else to help you too. Yep.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
No, I can't thank you enough, Cody. Like seriously, and I can only imagine how busy you are in your whole life with the things you have but like you're just, it's so cool that you're the one who runs this program and you can actually talk to you and you're on the calls, and it's amazing.
It's what we do, man. Yeah, no, I've got a wife and 3 kids myself. Like, you know, I'm not immune from these challenges.
Yeah.
Life shows up on everybody's doorstep.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, no, thank you, Peter. I really appreciate you taking the time to tell me all this stuff, man. You've made my day, brother.
Oh, when this happened over the last week, I was like, I can't wait to tell Cody. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, sir.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Sounds good.
Bye-bye.
Bye.